Hello pilots and welcome to this Out of Art Gaming special as part of the Xwing Xtravaganza. We have a live TTS game here for you with Elliott Whites versus Dale. It looks to be a really good game. Saw the list earlier and was very excited by what they were bringing to the table. So whilst they are getting set up, the scenario is going to be scramble the transmissions. On the left we have Elliott. He is running Rear Admiral Chirinu with Ruthless, Darth Vader, Death Troopers, Agile Gunner, Electronic Baffles and the Dauntless title. It's always great to see a Decimator on the board. He's also got four TIE bombers. He has Tomax Bren. This is the bomber expansion standard loadout card with True Grit, Plasma Torpedoes and Iron Bombs. We've also got Major Rhymer with Saturation Salvo, Barrage Rockets and Ion Bombs. Captain Jonas with Saturation Salvo, Barrage Rockets and Bomblet Generator. And rounding off that list is Deathfire, again the Bomber Expansion standard loadout card with Swift Approach, Connonets and the Proton Bombs. On the other side we have Dale. I think we all know him as the mouthiest guy in the Xwing community. Always comments on everything that comes up, but we love him. He has a very strong rebel list with Han Solo, with Trickshot, Perceptive Co-Pilot, Bistan and the Millennium Falcon title. Harrison Dula in the A-Wing with Swarm Tactics. Wedge Antilles also in the A-Wing with Crackshot and Marksmanship. And rounding the list off we have another big ship. It's the Ghost with Chopper, running the Ion Cannon Turret, Zeb Aurelius, Magviaro, Veteran Turret Gunner and the Ghost title. Really good to see the Ghost on there, especially with the Ahsoka show well in the depths of its season. Obviously no spoilers in the chat about anything Ahsoka, because not all of us, including myself, have watched it yet. Waiting for it all to come out, and they're going to smash a big session of watching all of that. So the pilots are just getting all of their tricks and tips. Ooh, a big turret indicator on there, the Falcon. These guys showing me all the cool tricks for TTS, which I'm terrible with, to be honest. Hey Carlos, nice to have you on board, good to see you. So as I said, this is our part of the Xwing Xtravaganza, the community-led response to Xwing not appearing in the mini-stravaganza. So fantastic group of guys got together to put on a whole weekend of streams. If you caught it a moment ago on Twitch, the Firecast Focus had a couple of games on there which were looking really good fun. Just so you're aware that the action doesn't stop after this, we have the Fearless Gundarks are on Twitch after this from midnight, with the Store Championship from Twitch Games in Australia. Yes, the Xwing community is the best community. The way that everyone's rallied around to make sure that we have something happening this weekend has been fantastic, and just looking at the sheer number of people that we are having put stuff on. I mean, at the same time as us on Twitch, we have Enigma Wargames are painting up a Ghost in Sabine colours. So for those of you that are watching here, thank you very much. For those of you that are interested, you can obviously check that out later on Twitch, or if you can set two screens up, why not watch both? Maybe get some good tips on how to paint some models to an absolutely exquisite level. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to let the players know that we are ready to go. So I'm just going to quickly mute myself whilst I jump back in the Discord and tell them that they can start throwing dice at each other when they are ready. So I'll be back in just 1 second to start this massive game. And there we go, the game is starting now. So we've got Chopper making an early run up. Notice that we've got Harris and Dula behind there. The guys were having a quick chat just before we went live to run through the combinations on there and what Dale's thinking was on that. And you know what, it's something I never saw, but Chopper with Zeb is obviously a really good combination. So Chopper's ability at the start of the engagement phase, each enemy ship at range 0 gains 2 jam tokens. Zeb, while you perform an attack at range 0, you may spend focus tokens for their default effect to modify results. While defending an attack range 0, the attacker may spend focus tokens as well. But obviously Chopper can't take focus tokens, but in comes Hera to rescue the day and give those focus tokens as well. So that's a really nice combination, especially with Swarm Tactics. Suddenly you've got Chopper shooting a very large gun at range 1 or 0, 4 dice. It's gonna be brutal with that thing there. Oh yes, Nickel City League games coming up later as well. That's gonna be cool. Again, there's so much going on this weekend for those of you that love Xwing. I mean, you might need a lot of caffeine to stay up and watch it all, but the great thing is you can always go back and rewatch any of the content that is going up this weekend. Tomorrow is absolutely jam-packed, and if you do want to see exactly what is going on, there is a webpage with the links for everything. It's Xwing Life. You can see everything on there. Yeah, it is hard sometimes getting enough time to get in and actually play some games. Obviously, a lot of things going on elsewhere, families, work and all that. You've got to really manage the time, but I always try and get at least 3 or 4 games in a month at minimum. And it probably shows in my skill level sometimes, to be honest, because some of the games don't go very well. But looking like we're coming to the end of turn 1. No shots just yet, but it's very rare you're going to get an early shots in turn 1. But yeah, just to remind everyone again, it is scramble the transmission is the objective or the scenario for this game. So obviously for those that aren't as familiar with this, but I assume you should all be by now, scramble the transmission, you do have to do an action to capture the objective. And that's it. Just do the action. Got to be at range 1 to do that. It's always a tough decision whether you do that because you can't do another action. Scenario actions cannot be linked. One day, maybe we'll see some talents for that, but at the moment I kind of like that you can't. I mean, imagine like a TIE silencer barrel rolling and then capturing an objective, or target lock and then capturing an objective. It is brutal. So, Elliott getting the initiative this round. That. Oh, Deathfire using the swift approach there. The standard loadout card. Nice launch of the objective there. So after you fully execute speed 3 to 5 maneuver, if you've not dropped or launched a device this round, you may spend 2 charges to drop or launch a bomb using the 3 forward template. And because that's not an action, he's able to grab that objective as well, which is fantastic. That's going to be a nice spot. With the scenario actions, it does actually state on there, and I am just going to try and find it now so I can read it. Where is it? A ship cannot perform a scenario action if it's granted. So a ship can perform a scenario action only during its perform action. A ship cannot perform that scenario action. I'm pretty sure it does say that you can't link, but I may be wrong. I know that. Oh, that was close. That was a very close move there from Reimer, skirting that obstacle very, very tightly. I like it. Hoping to catch Han as he moves further up. Now the guys are rolling the dice just off the table, so I will endeavour to try and make sure I keep it on top of what dice are being rolled so that we can see that. I think Deathfire might be having a particularly bad time. I mean, the proton bomb under Chopper there is going to be tricky. And looks like Chirinu is probably going to try and see if he can get some hits in on Wedge. He's got Vader and Death Troopers, which is going to be quite nice as well. So yeah, see if he can actually cause some issues for those A-wings and keeping the stress on there. The pilots are querying how we feel about that proton bomb under Chopper there. Obviously, it's going to be tricky for Reimer. So Deathfire, he's not gonna like being sat there, and obviously he doesn't have his usual ability. So proton bomb goes off. Catches Chopper and Hera, so that is a shield down on both. And there we go, there's the swarm tactics. Early shots looking like they're going to be going in. Sounds like Dale just needs to take a quick phone call just to make sure that he's okay to do this. Shot one going into Jonas with trick shot there. Oh, that's a pretty good shot. Yeah, Jonas isn't gonna like that one. Oh wow. So Jonas taking just the one crit. And that crit is weapons failure. And now because of Bistan, we're going to get a second shot for Han onto Major Reimer. Not a great roll, that one. You know what? Not too bad. That's a lot of... Whoa. Those are some really good evade dice for those bombers. You don't see that very often. 1 damage apiece on there. Now, let's see. Let's see how Deathfire copes here. So Chopper's going to get a double tap as well. Oh, that's not good. Two hits, two crits onto Deathfire. Let's hope those crits aren't too devastating. Console Fire is the first one. And the second one is a damaged engine. So no direct hits, fuel leaks or hull breaches. That's not too bad. But oh, Deathfire can live this. He gets the evade. Somehow out of nowhere, Deathfire does survive that. I'm genuinely impressed. Wedge is probably gonna clean up there, unfortunately. Oh, here comes the angry Rear Admiral. Right. So spending Vader's force to get hit crit onto Wedge, and that's a shield down. Not bad. An obstructed A-wing, so Wedge looking to see if he can take out Deathfire here. Ooh, sorry, Elliott has initiative, so he's going to shoot first. Ooh. So range 3 barrage rockets into Wedge. Right, so that's 3. Oh, Wedge is hurting right now. If only he had another shot to reach there. I don't think Jonas is going to have range, unfortunately. Weapons failure is going to be painful here. 1 dice. It's a nothing. It's a nothing. Brutal start there from the guys. Can Wedge finish off Deathfire? 1 crit. So takes the crit. Let's see what it is. Direct hit. Oh no, that is Deathfire down. It took all 3 to do it. So we've got 2 scenario points for Dale and 1 for Elliott. So we are 5 points to 1 in Dale's favour at the end of round 2. Big shots in there. Wedge is hurting a lot. I mean, we kind of expected Deathfire to go down when you stick yourself in front of a Ghost and 2 A-Wings. No, Deathfire is the bomber expansion, the TIE bomber expansion versus. So he actually has a different ability. Ooh, okay, auto thrusters, nice, like that. Yeah, so Carlos, he's got the ability after you fully exit a speed 3 to 5 maneuver. If you've not dropped or launched a device this round, you may spend 2 charges to drop or launch a bomb using the 3 forward template. If it was the regular Deathfire, then yes, he could have dropped a Coronet there, which would have been absolutely hilarious to Coronet a ghost, because it's always funny to ionize a ghost, because just let them carry on. But it does, I mean, I was about to say does mean that those A-Wings are out of position, but we know that they have arguably the best dial in the game, so they can turn around quite easily and come back in to the rear of Elliott's list. So we'll see how that plays out. The Ghost, it's not gonna have too much of an issue. Its dial isn't terrible. Oh, I see what you mean there, Michael. Yeah. So actions that are like granted as like not your perform action step ones, yes, that makes a lot of sense. Right, rolling for initiative, going into turn 3, and Elliott gets that. I didn't even click about using those ship abilities like that. That is actually quite good. Right, Chopper just making his way in there to cause some havoc. Is Ryber going to try and capture, or is he going to just have a lovely day sat there on the objective? I don't know yet at this point. So guys in the chat, question for you. When you're playing, is your focus on objectives, or is your focus on just blowing up your opponent? And whichever one you go for, why? I'm curious to hear, because maybe it'll help me, because I find it difficult sometimes to know which to go for. Ooh, Wedge just zipping straight over the Ghost there. Really sort of getting out of dodge while he's only got 1 health. Doesn't want to give that up and bring back another good solid shot. Oh, so faction specific there. Interesting. I think with Rebels you've got a lot of punch in there, especially if you look at this Han Solo with Bistan. It's a very, very strong list that you can almost forget about the objectives a little bit and just hope to get some kills in there. Yeah, I tend to get that as well, to be honest, because if I focus on just killing, I end up losing the game. But if I focus on objectives, I end up getting myself out of position. So it's trying to find that nice balance in there. So Tomax obviously uses his ability after you perform a barrel roll action. You may spend 2 charges if you do gain a focus token. And obviously he's done the barrel roll to red target lock, so that's a good lot of action economy there. Oh, that's just going to be a painful double focused Han. It's not going to be good. Hera is literally just there hiding behind Chopper and boosting Chopper up with some swarm tactics and focus shenanigans. Oh, looks like we do actually have a Vader trigger here. Hey Connor, thank you for joining, buddy. Ooh. Chopper taking the damage there to not lose the reinforce. Oh, where does he go? Destructive range 2 into rack 4v1. I think Shunu is a good shout to target there because he's only got the 1 evade. 3 hits, that's not a bad shot there. And the evade. Oh, and here comes the veteran turret going for the ion. Nope. That did not do very well at all there. So having 3 I6s on here it's gonna make it tough for Elliott, because they can just, if they get into a good position, they can just wipe ships off the board. Oh, the evade on the ions and no damage there. Oh, Shirley still keeps that lucky dice. And Hera passes her focus, and then ooh, I did miss. It would appear that Rack actually hit the rock there. So he did actually lose another shield. Sorry, too busy having a chat away. Oh, that's painful. And that's a fuel leak on to Shirinu. And then Bistam with the focus going to do a range 2 shot into Reimer there. This is getting pretty brutal, guys. This is getting pretty brutal. Ouch. Ouch. Ooh, only 2 on Reimer. Those bombers are doing pretty good on the evades actually. Like that double tapping harm with trick shot is just silly. So Tomax is too far away. So barrage rockets going into Chopper. So Jonas reroll. See, well, this is ideal. Nothing that Chopper can do. So that's going to be 3. So 2 damage onto Chopper there. So shields are gone. So now is the time to try and get crits. And that is going to be the end of that round, guys. So no more deaths, but quite a lot of damage. So more point scoring, so luckily my points match up to this, so 2 to 7 currently in Dale's favour. Just to remind you guys, obviously this stream we're doing tonight is part of the Xwing Xtravaganza. The community has come together to provide you Xwing content in lieu of AMG not having anything as part of their mini extravaganza. So a lot can be said about that, but what we are looking at here is just making sure that there is Xwing content for you, the community, throughout this entire weekend. Firecast Focus were on just prior to us on their Twitch channel. You've got the Fearless Gundarks with the Ipswich Games Store Championship in Australia. That starts at midnight on their Twitch channel. We have the full rundown of what's happening on the Xwing Live website. So much going on at the moment, guys. Enigma Wargaming is streaming a live painting session where they're painting a ghost in Sabine colours. So just waiting, I think, on the last dial, and then having a look to see who gets initiative this turn. Oh, and it's Dale taking initiative for turn 4. No bomb drops this round. I think the bombs are in a... Oh! That is an aggressive bomb drop. So Chopper has flown over. And taken 2 damage for going over there. So just double checking for them on the obstacles with the asteroid, because I believe that you can't be double jeopardied on the asteroid. So I'm just trying to find that in the rules. If anyone in the chat has that, that would be great. But yeah, it's a great move from Chopper there. Right, let's have a look. So still gonna just checking the rules on them for that. Still gonna roll for It's always tough trying to find an obscure rule. Yeah, James, so if Cherry was already on the rock and Chopper has blocked him, keeping him on the rock, as far as I'm aware, there's the double jeopardy is obviously you can't suffer the rocks twice if you aren't able to fly off of it. Right, okay, I found it. It is in the forum, so I'm just going to quickly let them know. There we go, perfect. Just let the players know. So we are about to go into what is potentially quite a brutal round. So Vader on to Han. Ooh. Dale does not mind taking damage. I mean, when you've got Bistan and you've got Perceptor Copilot, you kind of want to just really use those focuses to absolutely decimate things. Ooh. Chopper jamming left, right and centre. That is, oh, such a savage space for Chopper to be right there. Ooh, who would your target be here, guys? Chirinu, Reimer, or Jonas? Jonas is obstructed, but Reimer's a ranged one, I think. I'd potentially go Reimer. The first shot is going into Reimer there, so this is not going to be pretty, I don't think. He's got enough dice there to take him out. Yeah, seems like a good shout. Reimer lives. Reimer lives with one. Unexpected. So this is just straight damage into Chirinu. No dice to evade this. Hit crit. That's not good with the fuel leak. And structural damage is the crit on there. Bit of a hard, nice, yeah. Structural damage on a Decimator was kind of a pointless one there. Ooh, will Hera finish off Reimer? Oh, she kept her focus suspended. Yeah. Oh no, structural. Yeah. As a ghost pilot, you understand how that is. So, Reimer, range 2 obstructed from Hera. She spent her focus. Oh, Reimer still lives. That is actually impressive. Right, so we've got Plasma Torps going into Han there. See if we can get some extra shields down off him. That's a pretty good roll. We're probably only going to be through the one game tonight. Yeah, we've only got the one game streaming tonight, but we'll probably stick around to have a chat for a little bit, talk about Flight Academy coming up with the updates to the rules for that we've got coming soon. So 3 shields down on Han there. Rack is in a horrible, like, I'm wondering if Dale's going to try and block Rack again and see exactly what he can do. Oh, so Reimer is going to survive this Wedge Hashuru. So we are based in England. Personally, myself, I'm based on the south coast of England. Primarily, we record out of Entoyment in Poole. Some of the guys we have joining us for commentary are dotted across the UK, London area, Lincoln Way. So, but yeah, we're predominantly in the UK. One day, I'm hoping to get out to some tournaments outside of the UK, but with family commitments, that can be quite difficult. So range 1 chopper unobstructed or range 2. Yes, Poole. Ah, yeah. I live in Bournemouth, so but I always trek to Poole because it's, well, Entoyment's great. That's 2 more damage onto Chopper, putting him down to 6. It really is. So Magviara giving the lock on to Jonas there. Magviara is such a good card as well. I've been seeing a lot of play with that, and it is really cool. Oh, Chopper does not have arc on anyone. So end of the turn, it is 2 points to Elliott and 1 point to Dale, making it 4 to 8. We're about to go into turn 5. Reimer and Rack are in a lot of pain. Wedge also, but he's managed to get out there. Chopper is taking a lot of damage, but he's not many points, so it's not going to be high scoring for Chopper there. Actually, I said he's 6 points. That would be a good result there for Elliott if he can keep Rack or Reimer. That would work out quite nicely for him, but we'll have to see what happens because, as I said, Rack is not in a very good spot. Hasn't really been able to use his abilities there. But have you guys managed to check out any of the other Xwing content so far this weekend? Is there anything that you're excited to see? There's lots of store championships, lots of good content going out there. So let me know what you're excited to see. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions for the pilots as well. I've got them chatting away in my ear on the Discord, so I can always drop in there, ask them any questions that you guys have and see what their views or opinions are on anything. Obviously, one of the things we're doing about this Xwing Xtravaganza is we want this to be a positive community experience, so we're not looking for anything about AMG not having anything on their mini extravaganza. They've made that decision, that's fine, we can't influence that. Luckily we've been able to pull together and put so much on. Yes, Fearless Gundarks, they are going to have some good stuff. Looking forward to seeing some of that. Probably going to have to catch some of that when I wake up, because it's been a long day. I've been at work all day and had to pick the best slot that I could so that I could get all the kids to bed before jumping into this. And Elliott is going to be our first player for turn 5. Just want to remind you guys as well, if you do like what we're doing here at Out of Art Gaming, you can support us on Patreon. We have a link in our description below. No damage on Chopper there. We have a link in the description below. If you want to join the Patreon, you get access to some of the shots and images of what we've got coming up. You get to find out about some of our games that we are looking to record, including Flight Academy Season 5 that is coming up. We start recording that end of the month, hoping to start getting the games up on the channel early October when I get round to editing them up. If you haven't seen Flight Academy before, we have 4 seasons of that. Smaller games, quicker games. Seasons 1 through 3 were just single ships. Season 2 was 2 small base ships only. And Season 5 we are introducing is this the death of Wedge? He's making the dice big for us. We love it. Wedge lives. Wedge lives. Ho 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 ho. That would have been hilarious if Dale had taken himself out with Wedge. But yeah, Flight Academy Season 5, we're introducing the medium-based ships. So, yes, Josh, our Rookie of the Year, coming second place in Season 4. The first 11 games he played were Flight Academy. Hey to Firecast Focus, great stream earlier. Rack is just living on the obstacle. So Double Jeopardy sticks in place. He's been on that rock 3 turns in a row. Old school he would have taken damage every single time, but in the Xwing Forum, it's got the rule in there because he hasn't actually left it. I don't think Khan is going to be able to actually get into a position that, unless he turns away, it's going to be interesting to see where he goes there, to be honest. Oh, he did turn away, double focus, so I'm pretty sure that we are going to see a very, very, very dead rack here, and that's going to be a good lot of points for Dale. So Wedge is getting the swarm tactics. There's still effectively 3 I6s for the rebels. Ooh, Vadering onto... I anticipate... Oh, he moved his arc so he couldn't actually hit Wedge, otherwise that would have been a dead Wedge there. Tough debate. Does he take damage on Hera or leave the focus? He's really, really struggling with that decision. I would say... Oh! No damage onto Hera. Removing that focus token, so there's no mods for Hera or Wedge. Jonas took the stress for nothing there because Chopper just jammed him. Only needs 3 hits, and he has 4 dice with no evades. I think this is Night Rack. Oh, hit crit. That fuel leak has been spent. Full reroll. There we go. With the focus, that is going to be racked down. That is some big old points there. And one big obstacle moved off that obstacle. Not that it matters, but the crit was loose stabilizer. Yes, David, happy Xwing Extravaganza weekend. It's not just today, it's the entire weekend that we have Xwing being streamed across the globe. This is an international event, which is fantastic. So, if you want to stay up all night and watch it all, you can. Oh, and that is Reimer down from Hera. Yeah, all weekend there is a content. There is a schedule. Let me just find the link for that because I am terrible. So the schedule, I'm popping it in the chat now, is xwing.life. So missed the second shot with hard there, but to be honest, all the stuff would be gone. But it's 4 points to 18 at the moment. So big turn there for Dale. So this turn will end with Dale on 19 points at least because of the scenario capture up the top left. But it does then become a 2 versus 4. Wedge lives it. Yeah, absolute jam-packed schedule, guys. I mean, Saturday is just crazy. Oh, that is a very sad turn there for Elliott there. It is 6 to 19 in Dale's favour there. That double tapping hand swarm tactics is crazy. I'm just going to quickly drop in and see what they want to do. Be back in 2 seconds. spy rock there from Wedge. If Jonas captures that objective there, so at this point, if Jonas and Tomac survive this round, we will keep going. But Wedge landing on that rock. I mean, sorry, Wedge was very lucky to live when he bumped into Hera. It was a close run thing. Looks like Chopper's not going to have a shot. Did? Hera just missed that obstacle there. It's a very tough position for Elliott to be in, but Dale is right. Dale is boosting around. He's not claiming that objective. He's going for the kills now. I mean, he's done well on objectives. He's scored. Wait, it's 6 points each on objectives. Right. Oh my god, that's a really good shot on Tomac's brain there. Hit, crit. So, just the crit. It's going to be a direct hit now, isn't it? Let's see what it is. Planet Pilot. It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but it's also not that great. Han can... Oh, range 2 onto Jonas just outside of range 1, so cannot double tap because no focuses for the Bistan. Hit. Just checking the range of that rock there. So hit crit into Jonas. Already has the weapons failure, so just a crit. So damage sense rate, no objective captures for Jonas now. They were saying a weapons failure would have been hilarious. No shots. Debating whether to plasma Han or range 1 Hera. Hera has the focus. Yes, violence is being chosen. Plasma into Han Solo there. Just the crit so far. Oh, and the hand reroll gets the evade. It's just... can't buy damage at the moment. And just the single dice from Jonas' range 2 gets the hit. And it's a blank. And it's a blank on the solo reroll. So, final shield down there. And the game still goes. We have 3 points more, 12 to 19 in Elliott's favour. Yeah, I can imagine there was a little bit of like keeping the game going alive there. Dale wants to choose violence and take out all of the ships, and we appreciate that. He has flown it very well. It was very unfortunate with Rack. Chopper parked himself perfectly in front there to stop racking off that obstacle, and he spent 3 turns just thinking that he was a Vulture droid, basically. You don't see that very often, so it's a bit of a shame. Are we going to get a sneaky peek of what Tomax is doing there? No, I don't know. Let's ignore that. Yeah, that... I think slight error with... well, slight trickiness with Deathfire there going straight in. I mean, it was fun, but not ideal. And Dale retains initiative. Not that it matters because... Oh! Oh my god, guys, that is absolutely ridiculous. That is so close. Oh my, wow. Chopper fit that K-turn there. It is by the smallest of margin. That is just insane. Okay, so Jonas is going to fix the damage sensor, which is a good shout. So Max just doing the 2. Get rid of one of his multiple stresses. Let's see. There's the objective claims of that is going to make it Dale's game here. Double focus with Perceptive Co-Pilot. I don't... So, it's going to be how many points can... Does Tomax go down here? I don't think he will. Nadia evades there. Nadia evades to say no thank you, Han, no thank you. Nadia evades. That is exactly what you want to see. But that is game 14 to 20. It was an impressive game, not gonna lie. Really well flown by Dale there. Very, very powerful. Like Han Solo was just a workhorse there. Yeah. I mean, the Rock gets the points from Chirinu, so maybe we should say that Dale carries on. But Chopper was just that block from Chopper was absolutely insane there, guys. You can't like say how well that was. Just 3 turns of no shooting from Rack there. Right, so give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to quickly drop and say thank you to the guys on the Discord. I'll be back in 2 seconds. There we go, guys. Just saying well done to the pilots there. That was some fantastic flying from Dale. Han was in just such a good spot to get those double taps consistently with Bistan. Chopper was just... He didn't do much on the damage side with regards to shooting, but he was in the right position to cause some serious shenanigans. The double jamming, the blocking of Rack, taking away those focuses so the barrage rockets weren't as effective as they would have liked to have been, was just absolutely key. So it's fantastic to see. I mean, Wedge blowing himself up, always happy to see Wedge take himself out there. That is happy days for me. But that was an absolutely fantastic game. I do want to just say thank you for everyone who's come and joined us for this and kept us company in the chat. Like I said, we have regular content going live on YouTube, normally on a Mondays. Obviously with the live stream tonight we won't have any content coming up this Monday, but Flight Academy Season 5 starts recording on the 27th of September, hoping for the first couple of games to go up early October. If you've not heard of Flight Academy before, we've got 4 seasons of it on our channel. Reduced board size, single ship or dual ship lists, straight deathmatch, 25 minutes. It is absolutely brutal, one of the most fun games we have on the channel, and a great way to introduce new players, actually. So if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. There is so much going with the Xwing Xtravaganza this weekend. Right now you can check out Enigma Wargaming, who are painting up the Ghost in Sabine Wren colours. So great to go in on there. Elliott, thank you so much for playing. You were fantastic, mate. Always great to have you there. Elliott was our second place player at the recent store championship, bagged himself a Worlds invite as well. Hopefully we'll see him doing really well at Worlds and see some of our English contingent bringing that prize back to the UK. But yeah, so much going on. Obviously Midnight Fearless Gundarks are going live on Twitch with their store championship. Tomorrow's roster is absolutely insane. I think you need about 6 screens to be able to catch it all because there's just so much going on. But don't forget, guys, Xwing is still alive as long as we keep it alive. Make sure that you're getting out there and playing games. Make sure you're checking out all the different creators and content guys out there on Twitch, on YouTube, even if they're just painting on Instagram or Facebook. Like their content, lets them know that you enjoy what they're doing. We love to see people coming along, watching, playing. If you know anyone that is interested in the game, encourage them to get in. Xwing is not dead if we keep it alive, guys, and there's always so much to do there. But I have rambled on long enough. There is so much content out there for you to go watch, so check out the Enigma Wargaming stream at the moment. Check out the Fearless Gundarks. Yeah, hope we'll see what we can do back against some South American streamers in as well. I'm hoping that this becomes a regular thing. Even if AMG have Xwing at their next mini extravaganza, why not do another one? Why not do this every couple of months or every year? Xwing Xtravaganza brought to you by the community. It's a fantastic feeling to be able to do this for you guys. As I said, I am going to leave you guys to it. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out all the other creators. If you have enjoyed what we're doing here, don't forget, please like the video. Subscribe to us to see what we have coming up. And we will hopefully see you all again very, very soon. Good night.